That's that old bull business model that you're gonna charge the fans for some bull fights and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man.
They making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money.
Like but I don't even think he don't need any money. He
spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any. Floyd,
are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's playing for the future.
Bill Haney reportedly took direct aim at Floyd Mayweather Jr. during a heated exchange, criticizing him for what he sees as an unhealthy obsession with money. Haney went as far as to question the legitimacy of Mayweather's reported $42 million investment, calling it a scam and even suggesting that Floyd may be hiding serious financial trouble. His blunt remarks, accusing Mayweather of constantly talking about money and losing touch with reality, highlight growing tensions within boxing circles. According to Haney, the flashy displays of wealth could be more about maintaining an image than reflecting true financial strength at the same time. It's important to remember that these are strong personal claims made in a confrontational context. In boxing, rivalries and public call-outs are common, and often mix genuine criticism with hype and personal bias.
That's because you're right. You always talking about some money and shit. That's what I'm saying is you can't.
Bill, we not even on here talking about no money, Bill. Bill, we not even on here talking about no money. This ain't even about no money. This
you
about
brought the money up.
Bill Haney has raised concerns about how money is distributed within Mayweather Promotions, questioning whether the company's financial success is reflected in how team members are treated. He pointed out that if the promotion is as profitable as claimed, then figures like Calvin Ford shouldn't appear to be under financial strain. Haney even suggested that better compensation for team members could prevent dissatisfaction and internal tension. His comments highlight a broader issue, not just how much money is being made, but how fairly it's being shared among those contributing to the success behind the scenes.
Personal between you and Calvin. Also, it's Tank's coach. Is it?
Man, I told Coach.
For those that don't know, Coach Calvin is Tank's coach. So I'm just for our audience.
And I said, listen, ain't no way your fighter gonna be checking the money that y'all talking about checking, and Calvin gonna be looking like that. I told Tank them. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him because, or we need to go on coach's strike around this month because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't. And Calvin need to thank Bill for mentioning this.
So you saying Calvin ain't getting paid?
Yo, he said ain't no reason Calvin should be looking the way he's looking if they making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money. You know what I'm talking?
Bill Haney has continued his criticism of Floyd Mayweather, arguing that his shift from professional bouts to exhibition matches appears to be driven more by financial gain than a genuine love for boxing. According to Haney, this transition reflects a focus on securing large paydays rather than preserving the competitive integrity of the sport. Tensions escalated further when reports surfaced that Mayweather was unhappy about not landing a deal comparable to the one secured by Devin Haney. This allegedly led to friction, with claims that Mayweather suggested he could influence matchmaking opportunities, potentially limiting Devin's chances of facing high-profile opponents like Rolando Romero or Gervonta Davis. These accusations, whether fully accurate or not, add another layer to the ongoing narrative surrounding Mayweather's business decisions and relationships within boxing, reinforcing concerns about the balance between financial motives and the sport's competitive fairness.
For some of y'all that ain't from the streets and don't understand like the politics of it, you know, that Bill Haney Floyd conversation was well overdue. They have been in the background sneak dissing each other for a minute. You know, pretty much Floyd is upset that Dev didn't take the deal that he put on the table for him. And he say, okay, you don't want to mess with me, you don't want to take the deal, I'm going to make it tough for you. I'm going to go whisper and rain here. I'm going to make sure Rolly don't fight you. I'm going to make sure Tank don't fight you. You know what I'm saying? And Bill don't like that. Bill feel like it's some little backdoor stuff he been doing. And Bill didn't back down. It was kind of crazy how Bill went at Floyd. He said, I'm putting on, like, where your people from the streets that you put on? You know what I'm saying? Where your community at? Your real people. You know what I'm saying? So
Bill Haney has openly accused Floyd Mayweather of shifting from being a respected, competitive fighter to fully embracing the Money Mayweather persona, where maximizing earnings takes priority over delivering high-quality, meaningful fights for fans. Haney contrasts this approach with his own philosophy, emphasizing that boxing should remain about entertainment, competition, and giving fans memorable matchups, not just chasing the biggest paycheck. In his view, focusing solely on financial gain risks damaging the sport's integrity and disconnecting fighters from the audience that made them successful in the first place.
Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful, like you really trying to do this. Because every fighter that Devin gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bunk business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at in the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we didn't charge $57. Listen, we going to give you the best fights, and we going to get all the people in there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. We give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old business model that you're going to charge the fans for some bull fights, and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather is over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody.
There have been ongoing allegations within the boxing world questioning the accuracy of Floyd Mayweather's claims of earning as much as $100 million in a single night. While he has long promoted himself as one of the highest-paid athletes ever, some insiders argue that these figures may be inflated to maintain his larger-than-life Money Mayweather image. Critics within the boxing community suggest that such statements are often part of branding rather than precise financial reporting. In their view, the numbers help reinforce his reputation for extreme wealth and success, even if the actual earnings, after expenses, splits, and promotions, might be significantly lower than publicly stated.
There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year and this year. First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. Not even remotely close.
You think it's bull?
I know it is, because I know the fight business. I've been in the fight business my whole life. I'm a promoter right now. He's probably made about $60 million before in one night, which is crazy numbers. Mike Tyson, to put in perspective, when he fought Michael Spinks, that was the biggest fight of all time. When that fight happened, one got $30 million and one got $29.
$250 million against Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. No fighter in history of the world. $250 million to go and box. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
I think Floyd's fighting because he needs the money?
Yeah.
Really? Why? You think he blew through all of his...
Floyd Mayweather is widely recognized for showcasing an ultra-luxurious lifestyle, with frequent private jet travel being one of his most visible habits. While this image reinforces his Money Mayweather brand, critics argue that maintaining such a high level of spending can put serious pressure on finances, especially if income isn't consistently matching those expenses. The concern isn't just about wealth, but sustainability. Even for someone who has earned hundreds of millions, ongoing luxury costs like jets, properties, and entourage expenses can add up quickly. Without careful financial planning and steady revenue streams, this kind of lifestyle can create long-term financial instability, which is exactly why some observers question whether the image of endless wealth truly reflects reality.
You want me to show you right now? Call AJ. My sister, she gonna call my pilot right now.
So you just call your pilot and he just come where? It's like an Uber?
I'm finna show you. AJ.
Hey, what's up?
So yesterday you guys flew over to Vegas to pick my daughter and mother up and my daughter and my grandson up, right?
That's correct, yep.
I got tickets for you guys to go to the Super Bowl tomorrow, but I got Dan, he's gonna go. So I need you to fly over there because you gotta pick a couple people up. You gotta pick some people up for me in Vegas. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay, so let me know. Head over to Clay Lacey, then go over to Vegas. So let me know what time you're gonna land so I can send them over there, and then Dan can get on the plane also. Okay?
Okay. So it'll be. I mean, we're sitting here wrapping up dinner now. It's about an hour. About an hour to play. I'd say have them at the airport about 10:45 or so.
The lifestyle often associated with Floyd Mayweather highlights a bigger financial reality. Even extremely high earners aren't immune to money problems if spending isn't controlled. Constantly prioritizing luxury, showmanship, and high-end purchases without a long-term financial strategy can eventually create serious pressure on cash flow. Critics argue that overspending on things like cars, jets, jewelry, and properties may look impressive in the moment, but it doesn't always translate into sustainable wealth. When expenses consistently match or exceed income, it increases the risk of financial instability, regardless of how much money someone has earned in the past.
Andrew, especially, was a very successful kickboxer, four-time world champion. His belts are sitting right behind me right now. But, the most he ever got paid for a fight, and he says this openly, is 50 grand. By the time you pay your trainer and your manager 10% each, you got to eat, you got to train for 12 weeks. I mean, if you work out the hours you put in, you're making $15 an hour. Like, it's not.
Joe Rogan has weighed in on Floyd Mayweather's spending habits, suggesting that his continued participation in exhibition fights may be less about passion and more about maintaining his expensive lifestyle. According to Rogan's perspective, the need to fund ongoing luxury, private jets, high-end purchases, and constant displays of wealth could be a driving force behind these appearances. This view implies that Mayweather's financial decisions might be influenced more by necessity than pure choice, raising questions about whether his income streams are keeping pace with his level of spending.
So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him, and he's doing it as an exhibition. It doesn't even hurt his record.
Because of the drug of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
But I don't even think he don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any. Floyd,
are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's planning for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just boxing. But it's the drug of getting. Floyd still trains when he.
Floyd Mayweather reportedly made a major real estate move by acquiring 6 buildings in a deal valued at around $42 million. On paper, this kind of investment signals a shift toward more structured, long-term wealth building through property assets. For many observers, the timing of the purchase is also interesting. Some see it as a possible response to ongoing criticism about his spending habits, suggesting a move to balance his public image of extravagance with more stable financial planning. Whether it's a strategic pivot or simply another high-value acquisition, the deal has definitely added another layer to the ongoing discussion about his financial direction.
It says the retired boxer has gone into contract to pay $402 million for a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio of more than 60 buildings. $402 million, Floyd got 60 buildings. The multifamily deal for properties concentrated in Upper Manhattan will be one of the city's biggest this year. A slice of the portfolio closed Wednesday. The remainder is expected to close in the fourth quarter or early 2025. That's dope. Floyd just spent $400 million and got 1,000 units and 60.
Joe Rogan and other observers have noted the clear shift in Floyd Mayweather's career from an explosive, elite-level boxer to a businessman heavily focused on branding and financial opportunities. According to this perspective, his current activities appear to be driven more by maximizing earnings than by a deep connection to competitive boxing itself. This has led to ongoing criticism from some fans and analysts who feel that his post-retirement choices prioritize commercial value over the sporting spirit that defined his early legacy.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him. Floyd went from being like a really exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking, boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's great.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all deluded.
Logan Paul has publicly claimed that Floyd Mayweather still owes him money from their exhibition match. He argues that despite the event generating massive revenue and global attention, he has not received the full payment he expected. These allegations have sparked discussion about how finances were handled behind the scenes of the fight. While such disputes can be complex in large promotional events, often involving contracts, splits, and delayed payouts. The claim has added another layer of controversy around Mayweather's business dealings and financial reputation.
True or false, and why did Floyd Mayweather fully pay up Logan Paul for their fight?
I'm not God, but my spidey senses tell me nah.
I can guarantee me and Logan Paul, we can go out and make $100 million or more.
And so you think he didn't pay up just because he hasn't got the money?
I think he probably spent it on all the girls he pays to be around him.
Logan Paul reached out to us and said that he wanted to do another exhibition. Now this is the same guy that said he didn't get paid. If he did get paid, he wouldn't be trying to get another payday.
He had the audacity to tell the media that I asked for a rematch. Let me just set the record straight. If I haven't been paid for the first one, why would I ask you for a second fight knowing I'm probably also not going to get paid the money that I was owed for my work? Second off, they asked us for a rematch.
Floyd is broke, man. I've been saying it the whole...
Oscar de la Hoya has expressed concern over Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s continued involvement in exhibition bouts, suggesting that these appearances may be driven more by financial motivation than by passion for boxing. De La Hoya has openly advised Mayweather to step away from exhibition fighting, warning that staying active in this way could potentially affect how his legacy is viewed. In his opinion, a fighter's true greatness is defined not only by what they achieve in the ring, but also by knowing the right time to walk away. He further emphasized that Mayweather has already secured an iconic place in boxing history, and that continuing with spectacle-driven fights could risk overshadowing that legacy with short-term financial pursuits rather than preserving the reputation built over decades of dominance.
160, okay, 100 pounds, 160 pounds, call out Canelo and do the rematch, and that's it.
You think he's talking this trash because he wants a rematch? You think he actually wants
Absolutely.
You think he wants a rematch?
Look, another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can't spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking...
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down, you think?
Easy.
What's your message to Floyd?
Floyd, stay under your rock, dude.
You think Canelo's gonna out-earn him eventually? You think he'll make more money than Floyd?
By far. Canelo's 28 years old.
Right.
And he's already made, what, $500 million?
Bill Haney has accused Floyd Mayweather Jr. of deliberately steering away from arranging fights involving his son, Devin Haney. According to Haney, this decision may be influenced more by financial strategy than sporting merit, with a preference for matchups that generate larger paydays instead of those seen as more competitive or meaningful for the sport. He suggests that this kind of promotional approach prioritizes profit over the development of boxing, a claim that has fueled frustration among some fans and analysts. Many believe Devin deserves consistent opportunities against top-level opponents such as Gervonta Davis, but feel business considerations may be limiting those possibilities.
I want to say that because we're available now. So all that other shit. I'm wanting to see who gonna mention Tank other than us. Tank, where you at, Tank? Because now, guess what? We're free and you are. I mean, not free, literally, because they was talking 5% and they might think free means free. You know what I mean? So let's clear that up. Ain't no fight, we don't got no fight, so what's gonna happen? Tank.
At 140.
Yeah, stop me from saying his name. Punch me in the mouth, because I'm going to keep on saying Tank. Don't want to fight Devin, period.
Despite previous tensions, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has reportedly shown openness to engaging in discussions with Bill Haney, signaling a possible shift in tone. This interest has been interpreted as a willingness to explore future negotiations that could involve Devin Haney in high-profile matchups. While it may suggest a step toward easing past friction, many observers see it as a sign that both sides recognize the potential business value in such fights. Whether this leads to genuine reconciliation or simply reflects mutual financial opportunity remains to be seen, but it has certainly reignited interest in possible future collaborations within boxing.
FaceTime with me.
I don't know how.
No, I'm just
I don't
kidding.
know how.
Yeah, he was calling for me. He was calling for me everywhere. you know, saying, where's Bill, where's Bill? You know, putting up a missing thing that I was missing or something. Why would I be missing, Vlad? I got the best son in the world, the son that rose from the bottom from that one day at the principal's office all the way up to the top of the boxing where the world stopped to watch an event that he was in. I'm a proud dad, proud trainer, and proud manager. So I don't know what he was looking for.
Well, I mean, things got really heated. I mean, I watched the whole live this morning. You called Floyd a N-word. You cussed him out. You got to hand it to Floyd for actually sitting there and taking all that, verbal abuse from you. I was actually surprised. I probably would have hung up myself.
Logan Paul has publicly criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr., accusing him of exaggerating his financial status and presenting an image of wealth that may not fully reflect reality. Paul suggested that Mayweather's public persona, built around being endlessly rich and financially untouchable, could be more about branding than transparency. These remarks came in the aftermath of their exhibition bout, where Logan also claimed he had not received full payment, further fueling his frustration. His comments add to a broader set of criticisms within the boxing and entertainment world, where some insiders question whether Mayweather's financial image is as solid and straightforward as it appears on social media and in public appearances.
New rumors have started to circulate, and it's led some to ask, if he's made over $1 billion in his career, why is he still fighting at the age of 45? According to Logan Paul, it's because Floyd Money Mayweather is actually a liar who's more broke than your friend who's still trying to get you to invest in their NFT project.
Floyd Money Mayweather ain't got no money, dude.
Is
that true?
Yeah.
Is he broke?
Yeah. Logan's not the only one to claim that Mayweather's actually broke. 50 Cent and Chael Sonnen, among others, have brought Floyd's financial habits into question over the years. And if we dig into Floyd's track record, they may be right. In 2018, sources reported that Floyd owed over $40 million in gambling debts. At one point, he also owed over $22 million to the IRS. Now he's being sued by Logan Paul for upwards of $10 million, and he's rumored to have more lawsuits coming his way after promoting scam cryptocurrencies. He's in an exclusive club of athletes who have crossed the $1 billion mark in their careers, but at the end of the day, no one cares about how much you make.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has often highlighted his achievements, repeatedly claiming that no boxer in history has matched his record and accomplishments. While strong self-belief is common in combat sports, his constant comparisons with other legends and emphasis on his own superiority have drawn mixed reactions. Supporters view it as confidence built on an undefeated career, but critics argue that his relentless self-promotion sometimes crosses into arrogance. This has led to pushback from fans and fellow fighters who feel that his public comments can overshadow respect for other boxing greats and fuel unnecessary controversy around his legacy.
Well, I think I'm separated now. I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. Had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
And that's a wrap for today's video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.